Hey, my Fat Burn Sizzle friends. Today is day 7. Can you believe you've made it a whole week into this challenge? By now, I hope you're all feeling amazing and realizing this is really a lifestyle change. And I'm so excited to share with you, in honor of it being the weekend and a lifestyle change, the fact that life happens. You go to social events. So what does that look like and what are you gonna do? So today's recipe, I started last night and I am going to narrate through how I made cauliflower faux-tato. So like potato salad, but with cauliflower. It's a huge party hit. I'm taking it to the barbecue we're going to today. When I get there, I'm gonna show you a little dressing I throw together for some coleslaw I brought, as well as how I serve up my meat and how I eat that. So I'm just gonna kind of show you how to navigate going to a party, what you can bring, and how you can leave feeling amazing. Let's go. Okay, this cauliflower potato salad has literally been the hit of summer. So many places that I've gone, I just take a whole head of cauliflower and I want to chop it up. The goal is to get it to really small pieces. While that boils on the stove, I'm going to chop up a few stalks of celery. This is going to make a huge batch. So I'm not terribly worried about specific measurements. I'm really just going to measure it out when I eat it. So I'm going to do 3 stalks of celery in this recipe, as well as half of a red onion. This just brings so much flavor and just makes it really, really interesting as well. So I love that. Gonna get that all chopped up and put in the bowl. And I boiled 4 eggs for this recipe. I have this handy dandy little egg cutter. If you haven't gotten one, you definitely should. It's perfect for egg salad, tuna salad, all the things. So I'm just gonna get these 4 eggs chopped up and put into my bowl, and then we will work on the dressing, which is really the best part. I try to be really precise with these measurements in general, but I've made this literally all summer, so I've got it down to a key. I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of dill pickle relish, and this is light mayonnaise. I'm gonna do 1 cup. Like I said, this is gonna make about 8 servings total, so this is a huge thing to bring to a party. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons or capfuls of apple cider vinegar. Whatever vinegar you have will do. And I've done Dijon mustard before. Here in this recipe, I'm using stone ground, and I do actually think I prefer it with the stone ground. It was really good. So I'm just gonna do 2 tablespoons of stone ground mustard, and then a little sprinkle of some black pepper, as well as some celery salt. That's kind of like the secret ingredient. I'm gonna pour in my cooked cauliflower. I just boiled it for a few minutes. It's still al dente, but soft enough to absorb the flavor. And as you can see, the texture is really gonna mimic that of potato salad. So like, people don't even know, because with the onions and the vinegar, it's so flavorful. The cauliflower is really just a vessel to get your greens and get the dressing to your mouth, if you will. I'm gonna give this a good stir, and then I'm going to plate it up in a cute little bowl. This actually gets better when it sits overnight, so that's why I made it the night before. I'm just gonna cover it with some plastic wrap and let it sit in my fridge. You definitely wanna make sure it's really cold when you serve it, as well as you keep it cold, but it will store in the fridge for up to a few days, so you can make it ahead of time. I find like that 24-hour mark is when it's at its peak and it's most delicious. So here's my cauliflower faux potato salad. Anytime I'm going to a barbecue or going to be having meat somewhere, I like to bring this brand, G. Hughes sugar-free sauce. My mother-in-law actually got both for me, honey and original. They're delicious. And the other side dish for this barbecue is going to be some coleslaw. I normally do angel hair, but this is what the store had, so we just went with it. But I'm going to make a little dressing for each serving of the dressing. It's going to be 1 healthy fat, so you're going to do a teaspoon of whatever kind of oil you choose, as well as a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar, some powdered onion, some poppy seeds, and some dry mustard. And that's about it. You're just going to toss it all together. Like I said, that's 1 healthy fat per serving. This little bowl had 2 servings in it because I was making some for my mother-in-law, who is also on plan. So this was literally like the perfect trifecta: meat, coleslaw, and cauliflower potato salad to really complete the barbecue and not make me feel like I was missing out on anything. Like I said, again, since she was on plan, I do have a food scale at her house, or rather she has one. So I'm just going to you're going to see me measuring out 6 ounces. This is just brisket. I'm going to be cutting the fat off and just eating, obviously, the meat. But it's always crazy to me when you measure how much more 6 ounces is than you think. And actually, I misspoke. This is only 5 ounces because this is red meat coming from the lean category. So I only needed 5 ounces, and it was a huge pile of meat. I like literally left feeling so satisfied. Here's a picture of my plate. Can you believe it's on plan?